Welcome to Valheim. If you are watching this, you probably want to know how to get started in this game. In this video, I'll be going over the basics from creating your first shelter to preparing for your first raid. In later videos, I'll go over more advanced topics such as bronze tools, sea exploration, and boss fights. For now, let's get you set up in a nice and cozy house. You'll be flown in by Hugin and land at the center of a few ruins. No need to worry about these for now. You'll want to start by exploring the nearby area and looking for items to pick up. Mainly, you'll want to focus on stone and wood. You'll find these items on the ground, but to speed up the process, you can take down smaller trees to get more wood. Keep in mind, you might have a few monsters run up on you from the forest, but don't worry, you can take them on. You will want to start by pressing tab and crafting a stone axe. This will significantly speed up the process of getting wood, which is necessary for building your first house and keeping warm. Run up to a few of the surrounding trees and start chopping. You'll notice your skills start to increase as you train more. The trees fall and they do damage, so be careful. Run up to the trees after they have fallen and keep chopping until they give you wood. Now, if one of these trees happens to fall on you and you die, they'll spawn back at the ruins and you can pick up your items. Just press M to check your map and see where your death marker is. To make your first house, you'll need 75 wood and 7 stone. You'll need to start by crafting a hammer and placing a workbench near where you want your home. Use the scroll wheel to rotate objects, and after placing your workbench, you can start making the foundation. Build your first flooring on a high point to avoid the ground clipping through the floor, although this doesn't matter too much. After that, you can start building walls to enclose your flooring. Place a bed inside the home on one side and a new workbench on the other. Feel free to deconstruct your old workbench to save on materials as well. With your hammer out, clicking the middle mouse button will destroy the highlighted object and give you back 100% of the resources. Destroy the back middle tile and place a fire pit. I recommend using a 45-degree roofing to ensure smoke can vent out of your house. If smoke cannot escape, you'll take damage. We made the walls 2 levels high to ensure that the smoke can vent out efficiently and that none is trapped inside and builds up. An easy storage solution, as shown in the video, is build flooring halfway up the wall, and you can build 2 chests per 2 by 2 flooring to make for an efficient storage space. All of this building and cutting, you might find your tools damaged. Repairs are free at the workbench, so click the hammer button as many times until everything is repaired. At your enclosed workbench, you can also make new tools such as a flint axe and a hoe. I recommend the flint axe as it helps cut down trees faster and acts as a solid weapon against monsters. Flint appears at nearby bodies of water, so make sure to look at the ground and pick up any that you might encounter. You can see the difference in damage here, which greatly helps with obtaining wood. With the hoe, you can terraform the land. It's important to check your building stability. The bottom of your house should be blue to represent foundation. Raising the foundation requires rocks, but you can also level out the ground using the leveling tool to help create a smoother surface to build on. It takes a bit of messing around, but you'll get the hang of it. You can also build fences around your home. It's not necessary, but some people might find it easier to fend off the monsters from the forest. It is important that you know you can only build within your workbench area. You can build as many workbenches as you would like, but the building that you do needs to occur within the indicated zone. While out gathering resources, it is also a good idea to kill any boar you might see. They have animal leather, which will open up new tools and items to be crafted. After collecting 8 leather, you can craft a bow, which will allow you to hunt monsters and animals, such as deer, which would normally run away when approached. Bows are very effective, so learn their range, and they can greatly help you with combat. Sneaking in Valheim plays an important role for surprising your enemies. Sneaking has 2 components, your overall visibility and enemies' level of detection. The white bar represents your sneak level. If full, you are fully visible to the enemies. Being in direct sunlight decreases sneak, so it's best to stick to the shade. If an enemy is unaware of your presence, you'll see a crosshair indicator above your sneak bar. If an enemy is slightly aware of your presence, you'll see an indicator above the mob, and you will also see one above your sneak bar, which represents a squinting eye. If the enemy is fully aware of you, the indicator above the mob will show a red indicator, and a fully opened eye will appear above your sneak bar. After hunting monsters and animals, you can start cooking yourself some food. At your house, you can make a cooking station. Press E to place meats on that station and wait for the meat to finish cooking. If you wait too long, it will burn and turn into coal. Eating food gives you a stamina and health buff, but it's not necessary to survive, although it does help greatly when you're fighting and running long distances. Running without anything in your hands is the fastest and most efficient way to run, so keep that in mind. Combat in Valheim is basic at its core. You have a 3-swing attack, ability to block, and dodge roll. You will find the keybinds for this in the bottom right of your screen. It's good to practice these as they will help you in later boss fights. At some point you might encounter your first raid, indicated by the text above. Don't worry, the monsters at the start won't be too difficult, but you will notice a bunch of different monsters from the forest run in towards you and start attacking. This is where you can actually practice your combat and prepare for later raids. As you progress in the game, so will the raids, so just know that for the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please subscribe as I'll be posting more detailed guides on Valheim very soon. In the next video, I plan to go over bronze, sea exploration, and completing your first boss fight. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the fields of Valheim.